Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of the Breath of Fresh Air Shorties. I'm your host, Charles Taylor, and I'm going to do a couple of topics for today's Shorty. So I'll try to be quick, but if I ramble on a little bit, it's only because I have a lot of comments, a lot of emotion about these two things that I'm about to talk about to y'all. So let's jump right into it, and let's start with the NFL draft. So, of course, the NFL draft is coming up on Thursday, and of course, this year is a little bit different, or actually, it's going to be a lot different because it's going to be all digital due to all the stuff with COVID-19 and some of the restrictions that have been put in place. But one of the things that has been missing excuse me, from this year's evaluation is pro days. Now, I, for one, could care less about pro days, and I haven't missed them at all. Because what really are you getting from the pro days? I wonder that every time the NFL GMs, the general managers, and the scouts, they love these pro days. They love to come on down to the athletes' college and see them perform a bunch of scripted exercises. And this is supposed to give them some sort of gauge as to whether or not they will draft this guy and or value or validation as to why they want to draft this guy. So, bottom line is this. If you're a general manager or a scout and you don't know after all this time whether or not you want to draft him, then you're probably in trouble anyway. If you really need this pro day, this scripted mess to validate whether or not you want to draft this person, it's ridiculous. You're in trouble anyway if that's what you're depending on. To me, game film does not lie. If the person is performing well in game situations, unscripted situations, they're playing with their instincts. That is what I'm going to use to evaluate a player. Or if I was a general manager, that's what I would use. I never understood why these general managers and scouts say the pro day is such an important factor in this. I just never understood this. If you have a person, look, of course, the pro day is it's supposed to have the player that is being looked at look good because this is tailoring those workouts to their strengths. So whether that is a strong arm or an accurate arm, or if you're a running back, picking up a blitz or seeing the right hole when you're trying to run, or catching the ball out of the backfield, or whether or not you're a receiver running the right precise routes. And then on defense, your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, getting off the blocks good as if they're rushing a passer. Linebackers diagnosing run pass plays. Secondary, same thing. These are designed to make them look good. To me, give me the unscripted mess, the game footage, the 3 or 4 years of game footage you have on these guys to sit there and look at and evaluate whether or not you want to draft this player. If you are relying on the pro day, that you're in trouble. That's ridiculous to me. And I don't want to see any scripted mess. I mean, you can see that in practice every day. So give me the game footage. And then they're always talking about the interview sessions. Oh man, we want to get a chance to talk to them. And with the pro days, give us a chance to talk to them. Hello, we have Skype now. We have Zoom. If you really want to talk to the player to get a gauge for him, call him or hit him up on Skype or Zoom. One of those things would more than suffice. Now you have to do it because of the COVID-19, and you're talking about this is an issue. Give me a break. I never heard so many millionaires cry over simple stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyway, next topic. And this is the topic about these Wonderlic scores. So, you have Alabama quarterback or former Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa I guess, do bad on this Wonderlic test. I guess he scored a 19. It was reported by others that he scored a 13 on it. So apparently, this is really, really low. Again, I feel the same way about the Wonderlic score as I do about the Pro Days. They don't mean S, and you know what I mean when I say S. It is a ridiculous way to evaluate a player. They're not going to take the SATs or a science test or be asked whether or not 2 plus 2 equals 4 when they step on the football field to play. Again, this is athletic ability, this is instincts, this is uh, things in terms of breaking down an offense in the case of Tua. And for him to be dragged down with this Wonderlic score is absolutely, utterly sickening. For these reporters who come out here and report this stuff, and especially for the people who want to leak this stuff just to get a story out there. To me, this is look, and you guys know me. I'm not that high on Tua as a quarterback. I think he's good. I think he's a little bit overhyped though, and it's a given. He's probably going to go high in the first round. Do I think he should? That's debatable, and I would probably say no, because I don't feel like any of these quarterbacks, even Joe Burrow, are is worth throwing the whole mortgage on. But because they play the position of quarterback, that's what's going to happen more often than not, especially in these days. But going back to Tua, I don't think he's as good as everyone is making him out to be. And I have a few concerns about him. And not necessarily because of the injuries, because injuries can happen anytime to anybody, but mainly because when he played against the better defenses, he struggled against those. So I wonder how it's going to look when he doesn't have Jerry Judy or Henry Ruggs or the other receiver, Devontae Smith, to throw to, and that pro system to play in, that he played at in Alabama. But regardless of that, I don't care who it is, Tua or nobody else deserves to get their name dragged down because of some stupid test that means absolutely nothing. The Wonderlic score is completely pointless. It's completely garbage. And for, again, these NFL scouts and general managers to use this test as a gauge to whether or not he's meeting some sort of criteria to get drafted, that's dumb too. That makes absolutely no sense to me. And I can't believe we're using a test to evaluate players like this. I don't know. I just feel like there are other ways to evaluate players than this Wonderlic test. This Wonderlic test doesn't mean a damn thing when it comes to playing football. Again, if we're taking the SATs or if we're taking the ACTs or we're taking some sort of science or math test, then maybe the Wonderlic score would be a good indicator. But for playing football, an athletic competition, no. The Wonderlic scores does nothing for me. It's about as bad as the Pro Day. I don't know which one is worse, the Pro Day or the Wonderlic scores. I think they're both crap and they need to be done away with anyway. Now, that's what I'm breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all go to the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel and check out these shorties and webcasts that we have on there, and smash that subscribe button while you're there. Also, keep the likes coming on the Facebook page. We do plan on doing a webcast tonight, so hopefully Patrick Brackett is with me on that. I have to talk to him to see if he's going to, because he's been going through a lot of things himself. So I want to make sure he'll be able to be on there with me, and hopefully he can make it. So other than that, everybody take care. Happy Tuesday, and stay safe out there. We'll talk to you later on this week.